It's Wednesday again. So today I want to share with you an excerpt from a call I had this morning with a student who was struggling to understand the meaning of failure. We talk about the concept of what failure actually means and how to look at failure through a different lens. Here's the clip.
Yeah, I completely understand it. That is very tough. It's tough to work on an opportunity or deal, or last minute have it fall through and it not really make sense. What I would encourage you to do though is try and do a bit of a retrospective. Try and look through the process, because one thing I guarantee you is you'll find something happened along the way that resulted in it ending up where it is. Either the prospect was unclear about the value you were going to create for them, or there was some aspect of the deal that didn't quite click in their mind, or it could just be there were internal forces going on in their business that you didn't spend time to understand, and as a result the opportunity went away because those forces started to amplify. That actually leads me to the next thing which I wanted to talk to you today about, which is the true meaning of failure. Failure is something that most people look at as a bad thing. They think that oh, if someone's failed, they should be ridiculed for it, or they shouldn't be praised for failure, because generally you want to praise success rather than failure. When in fact, I'm of the opinion that failure is sometimes more important than success. Success is an indicator that you did everything right, and everyone strives for success. But success indicates that there's very little growth required. It generally means you made it across the finish line, you got to your destination. Now, there are a lot of cases where success is a byproduct of overcoming many small failures, and that's what I want to draw your attention to, is that you can quite literally succeed by failing your way to success. So what that means is that every time you encounter a situation like this where you feel you have failed, take a moment to reflect and try and look at it through the lens of what can you learn? What challenge is there that you were unable to overcome with the strategy you used? How can you use a different strategy next time than the one you used? Does that make sense? I think you get it. So that there's a saying, kind of a joke saying, but there's a saying that fail stands for first attempt in learning. Now, I look back on my career and I see the opportunities that I feel in the moment were failures, and I look at how they evolved over time. And those failures that I approached from the perspective of, oh no, I didn't succeed, I don't even know why I'm trying, and gave up, versus the ones that I looked at and I was like, okay, I failed, but why? Why did I fail? What caused this to not go how I wanted it to go, or how I feel it should have gone? And then investigated a little bit deeper and looked into, okay, what can I change next time I encounter a scenario like this? Next time I encounter, a customer asking me about price, what does that indicate? And over time, as a result of really approaching it from the perspective of, if I see a potential challenge that might result in me failing, how am I going to overcome it? I came to learn that anytime a customer, I think I've mentioned this to you before, anytime a customer tries to tie what you do to money, it's because they don't understand the value you can provide. Right now, that took me a lot of failure to understand that concept. That took me a lot of failure of looking, well, maybe I need to focus on this area. Maybe I need to define value like this. Maybe everyone wants to save money. Maybe everyone wants to save time. Maybe everyone wants to save money and time. And what I came to realize is that it was different for everyone. Each scenario where failure is possible produces an opportunity to grow and learn on how to overcome that failure, or how to overcome that challenge that might lead to that failure. So what I really want you to start thinking is, if you're laser focused on building a business, if you're laser focused on growing your business, understand that failure is part of the process. Understand that failure is an opportunity to become better. Yeah, if sayings work for you, there's another one that I really like, which is life gives the exam first and then the lesson after, right? And if you look at the concept of failure through that lens, you can see what I mean, right? Like you're given the opportunity to succeed at a task. If you succeed at that task, it means you understand that task. Generally, you don't put a second thought into it. Yeah, I made it across the finish line. If you get close to almost failing, then maybe you'll reflect on it and go, oh, that was close. But for most people, if they succeed at something, they don't retrospect, they don't look back on it and really celebrate it, because they look at it and go, oh, well, I've closed 100 deals so far, I don't need to celebrate this one, right? Whereas when you fail, every single one, especially in the early days, can hit you really hard. But I really want you to start looking at failure as an opportunity to grow, as an opportunity to overcome a challenge, and most importantly, as a free lesson, right? Some people pay, tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars for a degree. If you just fail often enough, you can learn more than they learn in 4 or 5 years of school, maybe even 7 years of school, right? So I really encourage you, whenever you encounter a situation like you just did, look at it through the lens of, what can you learn? What opportunity is that failure creating for you to grow and for you to learn?
I hope you found that clip useful. Let me know in the comments below if you have ever heard of looking at failure that way before. Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe. I release more videos like this every Wednesday. If you're a first-time business owner or freelancer looking to predictably grow and predictably get more customers, in the description below, you'll find a link for a complimentary one-on-one session with me. Not a sales call, not a sales pitch, literally a 45-minute strategy session where we'll dive deep into what your business needs and put together a step-by-step plan to get you where you need to be. I look forward to speaking with you.